the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Gets around him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
This pass complete to Higgins. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Daniels. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. At the 43-yard line.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Daniels going to try to sneak. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This is 2nd and 8. They go play action. Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. To the air goes Daniels. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. with career touchdown number 60. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 yards all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And when you watch young men come into the league, you know they're not going to continue to be the same quarterback they were in college. You expect to see improvement, but you do see many of the same attributes. This guy, even as a rookie, a lot of poise, understand the offense. He's fully in control out there. To me, he has the makings of a real field general type of a player. Someone who doesn't get rattled when the pressure's on.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
It's fourth down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards still to go, third down now. Up the middle they go. Rutherford. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Daniels, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Gentry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Gentry checks it down to Jenkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And the Cardinals.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, Cox. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rutherford. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels...
And a loose football. Oh, able to avoid him. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it scoots up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
41-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Over the middle, Harrison. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Cox. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Cardinals offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Second and goal at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rutherford. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 30. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to think about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gentry. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hanson for our halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the Commanders. And here's the running back for the visiting team. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Commanders have won 3 straight since falling in the season opener. They get the victory here. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's JJ to JJ. McCarthy finding the all-world wideout, Justin Jefferson. That's a perfect throw down the field, 33 yards for the score. The Vikings are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Cowboys. And it's the Rams quarterback. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame. He also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Gentry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Walter Nolan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gentry. And that is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And it's 3rd down.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
On the throwaway. Andrew Makuba on the coverage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cardinals first down.
Up the middle they go. Rutherford. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rutherford. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll run on first down. Rutherford. A great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Cox. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gentry. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
He's out of bounds behind the line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. It's It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, Rutherford to about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinals, first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quinshon Judkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
They'll go in for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. With a juke. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 11. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Gentry, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sack back at the 13-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, it was all in points. We'll find out.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. And they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he goes out right around the 39. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gentry shrugs the tackle. Nice. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Operating from the gun, Gentry. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's a Glover. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rutherford. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it as a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Arizona, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.